Time to talk some football. Hello folks, she's happy dance time. On the Fridays, go, 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 go. Let's get to the show, let's go, 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 go. Hey, 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 on the Fridays, go, 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 go. Yes, baby, 10-2. Yes, 10-2. How good does that sound? That almost makes me cry. We go into Bomberville and take them down. Fly into Bomberville and shoot them down. That's perfect, perfect, perfect. And oh man, I couldn't be happier. And a lot would have to go wrong now for us not to at least make the playoffs, and that's one big step. You got to get one ticket to the playoff show to get to that Grey Cup, the main show. And yeah, it was a damn good game. We're actually quite fortunate, I think, to be within a touchdown at halftime. Trevor just couldn't seem to find anybody wide open. Was trying to fit the passes into some tight areas, and got one long one picked. But all in all, Harris, struggled a bit. Like I said, couldn't find anybody. That's why I'm hoping Emilus gets back here and maybe bake and shake and bake. But I'd really like to see Emilus back. Maybe he can get open a little more, but it was, like I said, that was a struggle. But what I got to give kudos to Harris. I'm always on his case for not extending plays. Well, when we needed it and when the team needed it, he actually ran the ball and won for a first down. Kudos, Mr. Harris. Much respect. I know we can't afford to have anyone go down. I mean, a quarterback go down. We're in the same boat as anybody else. Maybe a little better Mayor, but I'm not confident with him. I'd rather see Harris in there. And look at the other teams. Lose their quarterback, they're done. That's what happened to the Bombers. Zach got cracked by Revis, and I'll talk a bit about that hit. In days gone by, years ago, that would have been considered a super play, good clean hit, and but not in today's standard. As soon as it happens, I said to Roughrider gal, no, they're gonna call that one back, and too bad. We would have had the ball as a bonus, and holy man, what a turnaround that would have been. And but Zach's helmet, he actually, when he hit him so hard, it came back at Revis, and they touched helmets. Like I said, that would never have been called years ago. My only thing is, the same thing would have happened if Revis would have just hit him right in the ribs, just even a foot lower in that rib cage area. You know what? Zach might not even ran off the field then, because it'd have been the same thing with a little bit more severity. Could have took his ribs out, because it was just a direct hit. Zach, he should have seen it coming actually, but they were rushing more, and that was it. I knew it. Even on the first sack by Carney and the boys, Zach didn't even want to get off the carpet. He said, not another game where they're gonna belt me around. And he took his time getting off the carpet then. Zach, I don't know, buddy. That's why, years ago, everybody's mad that we got rid of Zach. He went on to win a couple Grey Cups. We had him here fact, the last win we had in Labor Day was Zach, I believe. And then he went to Toronto, and they were afraid of the same thing. He had concussion problems way back then, you know, but he played for several years after that and made Winnipeg what they are today. So he's a Hall of Famer, and how much more do you want to take? You know, you hear all these bad stories about concussions way down the line later on in life, and buddy, I don't know, you know, is it worth it? I knew once he went down, we were losing at the time. I said, Strevler's in now, forget it. Zach had already thrown 2 interceptions though, but I knew Strevler would be good for a couple for sure. And that many turnovers, we're going to win the game. We tried our best to lose the goddamn game with Alfred. Yeah, Alfred. I had to stop and talk to a guy about the game there. Alfred, oh boy. I almost tried to lose the game for us again. Jesus, Murphy, we're just up 2 points, and he's at the 11-yard line, then decides to turn around and try to extend the play. Oh my God, almost the safety. We'd have had to punt it back to him at a tie ball game. Oh, that would have been a killer. Thank God he leaped and got out of the end zone. And then what I consider probably the play of the game that quieted the crowd down big time was the very next play. They got to do some play action. He gets good protection. Robustelli does a double move on that Vital and gets about a 48-yarder downfield. The Bomber fans, you could hear a pin drop in the stadium after that. That's exactly what we had to do. Deflates their team big time, and their fans and the players. That was a big play. Like, I don't know why the Bombers, that Vitali's a rookie out there. He's a good, they use him a kick return, but they got that Houston's been in there on their roster for a while, and he was a free, they lost him, a free agent, and now he's back. And boy, he was a damn good player for him. Jesus, they didn't play him. I'm sure he'll be in there next game. And plus they got that Wilson back. Boy, he showed up big time. You know, we came around, baby. That's all that matters. The Bombers kind of got a crap call. Well, I call it a crap call on Holmes. Yeah, Holmes won that pass interference on I think it was on Johnson again. He barely got in his way, but it's still pass interference. That's the way they call it, and couldn't really challenge it. On our challenge on pass interference, I wouldn't have called that one either. I like let him play, but and he challenged it, but I've seen that call go many a time where the guy, because he actually did grab a hold of him only for a short time, but it's still, you know, I've seen that call many a time being called, and it's pass interference, but they didn't call it, and I'm all for that. You know, the one that got on a Joe, he actually did grab his wrist, you know, so that was a good call. You know, he grabbed his wrist. Would have I called it? Probably not. Like I said, I prefer to let them play more, but that's the way they call them. That's the way they call them. But on that Vital one, you know, that's what my pregame thing was. They got to pick on these rookie guys there, and both sides. But that other guy on the other side, boy, that's the one that the pass interference was challenged on. But he does pretty good coverage. But that Vital got burnt pretty bad. What other thing? Oh, they finally started. I don't know if people watch the videos, but I have been complaining, like especially on plays like when we're 2nd and 4, maybe something like that, and we're trying to run the ball and go nowhere. I don't know why they don't use that Stevens even on 2nd and 4. It gives us 2 running play options. And lo and behold, what does Mueller do at the end there? He puts in Stevens. I'm going right on, right on. I said, they perfect. You know, like they got 3 options then. You never know when he's going to pass. And also, you can hand it off to AJ, fake to AJ and go a different direction. And he's as good at running back as anybody back there. He's a big dude. And they did it. Man, maybe they didn't want to show that option till now, but that is a mighty good option, I'll tell you. And exactly what I like to see. Oh, it's so sweet. And happy for the buddy Brett. You know, I've been on and off his case, and boy, everybody, I'll tell you, I can see that they're fired up on the socials, I bet, when he missed the single point. But hey, it didn't cost us, and he banged 5 field goals through. So like I've been saying, Lothar, it's a hard call to yank him, and 5 field goals, nothing more of that. You know, maybe that'll put him on track for the year. Look at what maybe Castillo on the other side, maybe he's got. It went over to him from Lothar. It's he missed 2 of them. You know, there's not guaranteed these things. Single point should be, what are they, only 32 yarders or something, but he really yanked that one too. It wasn't even close. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't that afraid of this game. Not like I was the first one, but once I saw how we dominated him on the line of scrimmage, and the last game took Zach down all that many times and really held him the run down big time, I figured, if that's a repeat, we're gonna come away with a W. Yeah, it wasn't quite as dominating, but it still was dominating, and we took the W. Well, I'm saying it's not quite as dominating. Oliveira did rack up quite a few yards, about 80. That was the only thing I was a little pissed about, especially when Streveler was in there. I'm going, man, stack the box, you know, like stop Oliveira at all costs. And because Streveler, he can't throw the ball. He did a couple times in relief there for them, but no way. I'd rather have him tossing the ball than. And they had a couple neat plays where he ran the ball, where he can't run as good as he used to either. Since that whack that Brown gave him on the knee, he's not near as fast and mobile. It was a bad week for me in the picks. The only one I got right was the one that counts, is the Saskatchewan game. I'll maybe make a short video about what happened in the other games. This one will be long enough, just talking about our mighty Riders. I'll be dancing to the next game, I'll tell you. Be dancing to the next game. I was so happy. You don't know, folks, how much I want them to win that cup. Just my goal at the beginning of the year was get to the cup, baby. Just get to the cup, and then who knows, it's one game, anything can happen. But we're, like I said, one thing's been accomplished. Now we've got the series against the Bombers. It's just Stampeders we don't have the series against. But Edmonton, they did us a big favor. They had Adams running in circles like they had Cody last game. Way to go, Edmonton. I've been waiting for them defense to come on, and got some backups in there, and all of a sudden they've got them on the run. Anyway, so proud of the Rough Riders. So proud of you, buddies. Way to go out there. Congratulations, Coach Mish. Proud of you. Proud of your whole coaching staff. And oh my God, we've got a chance, boy. We got a chance. Go Riders, go.